Welcome to the Faculty of Engineering, Computing and Mathematics at the University of Western Australia. We offer 5 majors within the new undergraduate degrees, and these are Engineering Science, which I'm going to tell you about today, Computer Science, Applied Computing, Mathematics and Statistics, and Quantitative Methods. You can take any of these as your degree-specific major, or as a second major combined with another subject. If you take any of these majors as your degree-specific major, be aware that you'll also need to take the linked complementary units. I'll talk to you about the complementary units in association with each engineering pathway later in this presentation. So, let's think for a moment about what engineering is. It's basically the creative application of science and mathematics to design solutions for challenges or problems. If you work for an engineering firm, you may be building the world's largest structures, or you may be building the smallest electronic devices. You may be moving people around the globe, and you may be making choices that affect every aspect of people's lives. As an engineer, you'll work with others to understand social needs and create solutions that must be delivered on time, within budget, and obviously having safety as a big concern. Engineering Science can be taken as a degree-specific major in either the Bachelor of Science or the Bachelor of Philosophy, which is honours. Okay, so now let's have a look at the pathways for engineering. Each pathway is represented in a 3-year study plan, and probably the most important things for you to look at are the first year units. So this is a student doing the mechanical pathway in the Bachelor of Science with the degree-specific major of Engineering Science. So, these units are the degree-specific major units that must be completed to get this major. If you look in semester 1 and 2 of year 1, you'll see ENSC 1001 and 10002. You need to enroll in these 2 units this year. Additionally, there is a broadening unit in semester 2 of year 1, so you'll need to select one of those as well, and you can see all of the rest of the broadening units that you'll need to do in those 3 years. These are the complementary units that you must select in order to do the engineering science major with the mechanical pathway. And 3 of these are in the first year, so you do need to enroll in them this year. And these are elective units. They could also be the units for another major, so that depends on whether you want to do 1 or 2 majors. Okay, now we're going to look at chemical. Each pathway will be similar, so I need you to notice the differences in year 1 at this time. So these are the degree-specific major units for chemical, the broadening unit, complementary units, and electives. Civil, complementary units, degree-specific major units, broadening units, complementary, and electives. This is for the mining pathway. There's your degree-specific major units, your broadening units, complementary units, and electives or second major units. Path E is environmental. There are your degree-specific major units, broadening units, complementary, they're in purple, and your electives. And next one, electrical engineering, pathway F, degree-specific major units, broadening units, your complementary units, and once again, your elective units. So, engineering science major, example of a first year study plan. So this is for a student in the Bachelor of Science. The degree specific major could be engineering science or mathematics and statistics in this case. This enrollment would set you up also for a second major in either engineering science, landscape architecture, or mathematics and statistics. There's a couple of broadening units that we've selected as well. So there's your core units, your complementaries, your broadening units, and finally your electives or units for a second major. Obviously you'll need to tailor these depending on what you wish to have as your first and second major, and also you need to think about any potential broadening units that you want. So what occupations will engineering science lead to? Obviously the main sector here is engineering professionals. The second one that we've highlighted here is media professionals. Bear in mind this comes from a graduate survey that we undertook in 2009. So the results of this could be slightly different every year, but this is just a snapshot from 2009. Next sector there is other, so that's things that can't be categorized. Business and systems analysts also figuring there. Commencing salaries for engineers. Okay, so this data comes from our 2010 Graduate Engineer Employment Survey from APESMA. So in 2010, the average graduate commencing salary for an engineer was $58,584. Average starting salaries by discipline: civil weighing in at $56,000, all the way through to mining at $80,000 plus. Of course, to earn that kind of money, you'll be expecting to work on a fly-in, fly-out basis. So it has a considerable impact on your life, but it's a very positive one. It's a good step up the career ladder, and yeah. So have a look at each of those and think about the outcomes that you're looking for. Okay, so this is commencing salaries for engineers, showing the upward trend. So this is from 1998 all the way through till 2010. So you'll see that it's basically an uphill trend. That trend is expected to continue to go up. Certainly in Western Australia, the strength of our economy and our engineering sectors means that if you wanted to stay in Western Australia, you're particularly placed to earn well. Okay, this is the last slide. Students with credit. So if you've already completed some study at tertiary level and you want to apply for credit, or you have already been granted credit, which is called advanced standing at UWA, come and speak to us. You can also email our inquiries email address, enquiries-ecm@uwa.edu.au, for further advice.